Someone said poetry was art, like storytelling or conversation or flirting, and it rolled off their tongue because to them, the message was more important than the mode. Until someone said poetry was art like music, so they gave it a beat, arranged thoughts by vowel sounds and consonants, they sang it to their loves, they sang it to the streets, they sang it to their kings. Until some king or some queen or some scholar or someone said poetry was art like logic or literature. So they shackled it into categories: rhetoric, romance, modernism, postmodernism, raps, sestinas, sonnets, hymns, until someone said poetry was art like paintings or sculptures. So they hung them from their walls next to their Norman Rockwells. Friends passing them on their way to the television room were forced to either dismiss them completely or comment on their depth. Until, in passing, someone said poetry was not art, but math. A finite set of answers to a given question. Few variables, each simile assimilated into psychological profile, because poetry is neither art nor math, but science. An alkaline measurement of a person's sanity. Less expensive than a doctor, more damaging than medication, poetry had become a type of therapy, like counting down from 10, or boxing, or art. I seem to remember that someone said poetry was art, and they lifted it with their tongue to the ears of those who would not look at it on paper. They enhanced the text with texture, tone, timing. They taught it to their children. They sang it in their showers, but dared not bring it out in public alone for fear of embarrassment or opinions. Until someone said poetry was art like dancing or drama, so they shouted it from the street corners. They brought it to their bars, their coffee houses, their museums. They commented on it, compared it, contrasted it, comprehended it, competed with it. And they called these competitions slams. And someone slamming said that poetry was art at a price. Peace, integrity, and entirely too much free time to limit their thoughts into 3-minute time intervals. Someone didn't want to be known as a slam poet, or a spoken word poet, or an academic poet. Someone just wanted to be a poet because somehow, somewhere, they thought they heard that someone said poetry was art like thinking, or living, or breathing. And to be limited to either page or stage would be like being given the choice between inhaling or exhaling. Sure, someone said poetry was art, but nobody bought it.
Yeah.